Oh my God, look at Big Shirls. Who the fuck is shoveling? I am so upset that it's snowing. I hate it here. Okay, let's get this video started. Oof, oof. Oh shit, wait a minute. Okay. Ooh, that was a little too bright for me. Shit, that one just about fucked me up. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. I would say it's been a minute, but truly I upload these videos just off the strength, right? Like random is what you're gonna get from me. So I need to learn how to look at the camera. This is my issue. Look at the camera, bitch. Look at the camera. Look who decides to creep on in. Mr. Bentley, he's in trouble. What's your deal? You know what's so crazy? So I was recording this video last night and my friend called and was like, it was like 10 o'clock at night and she's like, are you doing hair? Or do you feel like doing hair? And look at the camera, Amber. And she was like, do you feel like doing hair? And I was like, yeah, sure, like whatever, like I'm always down to make money. And that's how the video interrupted. But it's so funny that the video interrupted on that same note because he's back. Bentley, come here. So Bentley is not allowed on the couch. He knows he's not allowed on the couch. But just for video purposes. Okay. I'm gonna knock my earring out. Always gotta lick my ear. I was only calling you up here for the video, but you're so cute and I can't kick you off. So I will do the lint brush later. But anyways, hi guys. I am back. Sorry if I drift off and look at myself. I mean, it's a habit, right? I feel like I'm not the only YouTuber that does that. It's easier to look at yourself and talk because then you're like focused or whatever, I guess. But it's weird looking at like right there. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so today this is going to be the first video of my, the first video of my LA series. Woo! Okay, so for those of you who don't know, if this is your first video watching me, I'm Amber Monè. Hi, nice to meet you. And I am going to be moving to Los Angeles, California. So I've always said that I want to move to LA, like literally my entire life. I've always said I need to move to LA, like no joke. Here is my Los Angeles skyline. I'm selling it. I'm just going to put it right here. I'm selling it because I'm moving to LA in September. I am actually leaving next week from June 4th to the 7th to go out there and look for apartments. I already have over fucking like 15 or 20 apartment showing scheduled. So that's going to be another video, like apartment hunting in LA video. But I have literally been just binge watching, like I always do for years, binge watching YouTube videos. I need to cut this TV off in the background because it's distracting. Okay, I've been binge watching YouTube videos of just people saying, like, you know, talking about their experience in LA and about them moving to LA and why and all of this stuff. But I really don't I mean, I do have a why, but it was never like one of those spur of the moment things, like how some of the YouTubers are like, oh my God, I want to move to LA. I'm a content creator now and I want to move to YouTube. I mean, I want to move to LA. So I made like notes. Obviously, I always have notes when I do my YouTube videos. But I wrote notes down because I want this to be like a legit video. I don't know what I'm going to call this, because it's not a why I want to move to LA or why I want to move out of Boston. But it is. Okay. So basically, I am a Boston resident. Okay. Born and raised here, literally, like, I was born in Cambridge at Mount Auburn Hospital, but I was raised in Boston. Like, my dad is from Brighton, Massachusetts. He grew up in the Jakes, Fidelis Way. If you guys don't know, Jakes is projects. Don't ask me why they call it Jakes. I love little shorthanded terms. I often speak in like acronyms, like, you know, ATP, WTF, OMG. Like, that's my shit. It's easier. I'm lazy. Just go with it. So he grew up in the Jakes in Brighton. He's from Fidelis Way. If you ask him where he's from, that's what he's gonna say. And my mom is from North Philly, and she moved here like during her high school years, so she's really familiar with Boston. You know what I mean? And she's from Philly, so you already know, like, she got that Philly and that Boston mixed in her. So I'm really a pure breed from Boston, if you will. And my stepdad too. My stepdad is from Boston. He's from Academies. It is a neighborhood, but it's like a big apartment complex. You have the light side, you have the dark side. Anyways, I'm from Boston. I was born and raised in Dorchester, more or less from, I would say, Ashmont area, but I lived in all three neighborhoods. I don't know if they would be classified as boroughs, like how in New York it's called boroughs, but I lived in Dorchester, Mattapan, and Roxbury. I lived in Hyde Park. And then I lived in other areas of Massachusetts. Like, I lived in Lynn. I lived in Revere. And so that's kind of the same area. But anyways, I'm from Boston. Like I said, there are some people that will say they're from Boston, but they literally will be like, I grew up in Brockton. Like, Brockton is only 30 minutes from Boston, but Brockton is not Boston. It's not Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan. Like, if you're not from those three places, then nobody gives a fuck. You're not from Boston, okay? But I am. I went to Dorchester High School. At the time, it wasn't Dorchester High. Like, it said Dorchester High on the building still, but it wasn't Dorchester High. It was split into 3 schools. So you had TBA, which the high school I went to was on the first floor. That's Tech Boston Academy. And then on the second floor, you had NBA. And I think it was called Noonan Business Academy. Don't quote me, but I'm sure that's what it was. And then on the third floor, you had APS. I don't remember what that fucking acronym stands for, but APS was basically Dorchester High. Like, back in the day when my cousin went, she was born in 85. She's a fucking lost cause now. But anyways, she went to Dorchester High. And during the times that she went there, it was, like, really dangerous. Like, kids were getting stabbed and killed and, like, shot up, like, in the school, in the bathroom, okay? So when I say I'm from Boston, I'm from Boston. Okay, so for me, what it was like living here, I would say, I don't know, like, Boston really has its ups and downs. It's one, like, yeah, I don't know if you have to, I feel like you love it here if you're a tourist, right? Because, like, if you're a tourist, you come to Boston because you want to see, like, all the historic parts of Boston. You want to go on the fucking duck tours, and you want to see the statues, and you want to go to the Boston Commons and downtown. But for me, a resident living here, it's very gray. Like, I feel like Boston doesn't have, that's my Stewie text home. But Boston doesn't have a lot here to, like, offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Boston is a city for people that want to have, like, careers and, you know, like, work for people. if that makes sense. You know, like if you want to be in the healthcare field, if you want to be a surgeon, a nurse, a CNA, if you want to be a therapist, a lawyer, an engineer, you want to work in the technology field, like that's what Boston is for. I feel like Boston is very nerdy and very gentrified. Not just now, like it's always been. Roxbury has always been like the hood, but it's closer to like downtown and those areas. Dorchester's always been the hood, but then you have like Milton, which is more of like where the white people are, and like no bullshit, it's so insane when you like live in Dorchester, Mattapan, and Roxbury, because right behind those neighborhoods, like where I lived, is like mansions, like big ass mansions that you would see in LA, like insane, like 4-car garages, like the biggest houses that I've ever seen, like cul-de-sacs, looks like fucking Rancho Cucamonga on next Friday, okay? So yeah, like I grew up in the hood, but Boston is very gray. It's very two-sided. If you ask me, it's a little racist. Not a little, a lot. Like people are just blatantly racist here, or they try to be casual with the shit, but racist. And I'll dig into that some more. But yeah, so I went to Dorchester High. Dorchester High. I feel like Boston's very gray. Like I said, is you either are here to be in the career field or like whatever. It's not really a place for like creatives or people with big personalities like me that want to do more and explore more and venture out and do different things. Like there's not opportunities here to be like, hey, you want to try this? Go ahead and do that. Oh, you want to do that? You know, that's not here in Boston, so whatever. So that's what it's like living here. That's kind of, not really what it's like, but whatever. Anyways, so the next thing I have on here is why I want to move to California. So, like I said, I've always wanted to move to California. Me being the extrovert that I am. Well, I can also be introverted, but that's just me being an only child. But on the sleeve, on the nose, I am an extroverted person, if you can't tell already. And I feel like Boston is just very, you know, and I hate it here, okay? This is not the city for me. Like, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to explore. There's no adventure. There's no opportunities. And ever since I was a kid, like, you can ask my mom, I've always said I wanted to move to LA. Just from seeing it on TV, seeing it in movies, I'm like, that's where I need to be. Like, that's where I need to be. That is my energy. That is my vibe. There ain't nothing here in Boston for me. I need to be in LA. And I stood by that, and I've always said that that's where I'm going, and that's just where I'm going. And now at 28, I'm finally making it happen. So, kudos to me. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, one of the reasons why I'm moving is because I've always said I was going to go, and I'm moving because I'm going to make it happen. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. Other reasons why I want to move is because I want to be an actress. I've always wanted to be an actress. I have the means to do it. Like, I'm fucking awesome. And I know I could do it. I've always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I feel like I have the name for it too. Monè Jackson. Amber Jackson. Can't you just see that somewhere? Like, who was starring in this? Amber Jackson. It just flows. It just makes sense. It just sounds so nice. So, like, duh. Like I said, also, it's been my dream. I've grown up in entertainment. Like, I sing, I dance. I got a scholarship to this like phenomenal dance school in Jamaica Plain when I was younger though, and nailed that. If I find some clips, I'm gonna enter some little clips, but I gotta tap into Eleanor for that because she might have some little home videos. But yeah, so I was dancing. Like, I've always been a creative. All of that to say, I've always been a creative. Also, Boston is wicked small. Okay, this city is way too small. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows your mama. Everybody knows your brother, sister, father, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, your dog. Okay, your neighbor. Everybody knows everybody. And that's messy. It could get messy. And that's one thing that I don't like about Boston, like how small it is. Like, it's scary how small it is, okay? Also, the energy here, I feel like everybody, like people here is like are not supportive. Like people only support what's hype and what's like in, right? Like for example, now like everybody's doing music, everybody wants to be a rapper. So people is like, oh, Boston's gonna be on the map. So people are just supporting what's popular. You know, if there's a person from Boston that's like known, like Boston known, even if their music's trash, everybody's just gonna hop on the bandwagon because, excuse me, that's what's lit right now. And that's one thing I hate about Boston. Like, nobody's supportive. They only fucking support anything that's hype. And it's not genuine. And it's like, just go, it's like, go and do your own thing. Go and do your own thing. I don't know, whatever. They're not genuinely supportive. Okay, popularity, I got went over that. Also, I keep saying energy, but the energy here is stagnant, right? Like, I don't feel like Boston as a city, as a whole, like, it evolves. I don't feel like Boston evolves. Boston is just so stuck in its ways. Like, Boston is just so big on sports, and that's it. Like, I feel like that's the only time Boston people come together is when it comes to sports. The Red Sox and the Patriots and the Celtics. And that's whack. I feel like we should have more things going on for our city, especially because we're such a small city. Like, when the bombing happened, it was like Boston strong, but like where? Like, Boston strong how? Like, what did you guys, like, what are we doing to be strong? Because some people survived the bombing? I don't get it. Boston strong can suck my dick, okay? Show me Boston strong. I would say excuse my language, but that's me. I'm not excusing shit. But yeah, Boston strong. Like, I mean, I get it, but no. So yeah, and yeah, like I said, I've always loved LA. I want to be in the acting field because I know I'm gonna nail it. Modeling, duh. Look at my skin. And I mean, that's if people see something in me, because I'm so awk. Like, once I get into a mode, I'll be over fucking thinking. Blah, 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 blah. See, I'm already getting like tongue tied. I'll just overthink it too much. You know what I mean? I'll overthink it too much. And it just will probably fuck up. You know how some girls model and like they just do like the... Sorry, I received a phone call and kind of ruined my thing. But anyways, you know how girls model? That's what I was doing. And I don't even know if this video is... Oh my fucking goodness. Okay. Anyways, so you know how some girls model and they just like... You know, whatever, like... They just know how to hit them angles, like Drake said. And I don't, okay? I am very basic, raw, like... I don't know. It's not that I don't know how to take pictures, but I just don't know how to take pictures. I feel like when I look at this camera, like my eyes, like one is more closed than the other one. Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. But anyways, so let me just see what's happening with this phone. Like, whatever. Okay. I'm having an annoying conversation. Anyways, so what else was I getting at? Oh, like modeling. Okay, so yeah, I don't have it in me to just take pictures and like... I don't know. That eye stuff, I was gonna say thing. That eye thing that Tyra said, like smile with your eyes, smiles. Like, what does it say? Like, raise your eyebrows, smile, and then like, I don't know. My lips were so ashy and that looked so bad. I'm keeping it though. I'm gonna keep that. All right, anyway, so why else I want to move to LA. I'm going to keep doing my YouTube, but hopefully out there I'll run into some other YouTube creators and link, and maybe they can like help me out on my content, because literally I just post whatever. I post whatever. Oh, number one reason now, this weather. Oh my God. In the beginning of this video, I'm going to post, like, it was snowing, okay? April 16th, I think it was. Like the day before, not the day before, the day before that. So like April 14th, it was hot, okay? It was like 79. And then the next day went by, it was raining, and then the 16th, it was snowing. And when I say snowing, I mean like my friend interrupted my video again because she has no respect. She just calls me, and she's sitting right here. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like December snow. Amber, look at the fucking camera. Like December snowing, okay? Like heavy ass fucking flakes. Shirley was about to be covered in snow, but I wasn't about to shovel her ass because I don't do shoveling, okay? I get somebody, I'm like, hey, shovel my car for $5. I always say $5, but technically I'll like, in reality, realistically, I mean more than $5. Like, who the fuck is gonna shovel out a fucking 2016 Jeep Cherokee for $5? Nobody. Okay, so the weather, all right, is another one of the reasons why I want to move. I don't want to be in Boston where it's fucking snowing in April and May and we have below 0-degree weather. That is tacky. That is, no. Nobody should have to suffer and live in an environment where the degree is always below 0 or even gets that low. Like, who wants to live their life like that? Not me. So, weather is definitely number one. I already said, like, there's nothing to do here. Like, the energy is stagnant. But there's really nothing to do. Like, when I went to LA for the first time and I went to go visit, there was literally, like, not a party, but it was a vibe, okay, in the grocery store parking lot. It was a vibe. I only went to go meet up with my other friend from Boston, because he was in LA at the time. And I went that very first time to go look for apartments. This was last year. And I went to go look for apartments that time. And hang out with some friends, but mostly to like see the area, explore certain areas to see like where I wanted to live and everything like that. But I went to go meet up with him in the parking lot with my two friends, and just to like find out where we were gonna go for the night to catch a vibe. And the parking lot was fucking lit. There was a taco truck, and the tacos were, mind you, I'm a taco person, and I make my own tacos because I don't like how everybody make their tacos. This is like the third time that has happened. You know what I'm gonna do? You guys seen it. The whole point of it was for you guys to see the skyline, so I'm just gonna move it back to its rightful place. So anyways, yeah, I love tacos. My tacos, if you ask me, are the best tacos, hands down. I feel like everybody that makes tacos makes them the same way, with the taco seasoning that comes in a little fucking box with the hard shells. Like, no. Gotta spice it up a little bit. I bought some, like, Chipotle chicken seasoning. I tried that one time. And then after that, I just started seasoning my fucking ground beef like chicken, okay? Like Italian seasoning, fucking cayenne, like just some shit to, like, kind of spice it up, make it different, make it bomb. All that to say, there was a taco truck in the motherfucking shopping fucking grocery store parking lot, and it was lit. It was a taco truck. There was a bunch of Spanish broads shaking their ass. It was some music. Some dude had like a boom box. Somebody wasn't on a boom box, but that's what I'm from the 90s. He had a boom box, and it was a lituation. And I'm like, they don't do that in Boston. Like, in Boston, if you go to catch a vibe, you gotta worry about your safety, like, at all times, because the only vibes, it'll be like, oh, it's who you know, right? So, like, this one person is throwing a little party, and it's in their backyard, or at the Russell Auditorium, or something like that. But you just gotta walk on eggshells because Boston is so small and every little tiny street in Boston thinks they're a hood. Like, for example, I just found out 2 years ago that H Block, you can blow your nose, like, don't struggle. It's fine.
I'm really struggling.
Oh, you're really No, I'm really struggling. I'm like, you don't have to try to be quiet. Like, I don't care. But I just found out a couple years ago there's a hood called H Block. And I used to think that this hood was all the way in the projects on this street. The street starts with the H. What the fuck is this street called? Heath Street. And there was just, like, my whole entire life, I just always knew about all the shootings that happened over there. So I always thought that that was H Block. I never fucking knew that H Block was an entire fucking street. It's Humboldt Ave is it Dorchester or Ross? I think it's Dorchester, but it's one whole street called Humboldt Ave. It starts with an H, but there's a million streets on Humboldt that starts with an H. So some guys just decided to fucking call it H Block, and that's what like. But I didn't know that, right? Like, I don't know. I know a lot of people. If you ask anybody, they'll know me. Like, oh, Amber, short, light skin from Dorchester, mad loud, da da da. Like, I know of people, but I don't know everybody. Like, I don't be in the loop like that. Like, I'm in the loop, but I ain't in the loop because I don't care to be in the loop. Okay, I be doing my own thing. But I didn't know. All that to say, if you do try to catch a vibe out here, you always have to worry about your safety because every little tiny street in Boston thinks they're a hood, and they have drawn with another street for whatever reason, right? Like, I don't fucking know. And you just can't go out and have a good time genuinely. Like, if you go somewhere, you gotta know somebody because you gotta be around a crowd and hang with people and just catch your vibe. Like, if you don't know nobody, like, people in Boston is mad judgy. Everybody's judgmental. Like, it's all about popularity, who knows who, all of that. So it's corny. And I don't like that type of energy. Like, people don't even say good morning in this motherfucker. Okay? I went to college. And that's the one thing I was mad fascinated by. I'm like, yo, people say good morning. Like, I go outside my dorm, go across the street to another building, because my campus was basically like in a neighborhood. But people were saying good morning. People were saying good morning, okay? Like, they weren't looking at you, giving you no stank face. Just because you smiled at them, you did a little Caucasian smile, whatever. Like, smile back. The fuck, who raised you? But that's how it is. The energy, the attitude, the weather, trash, okay? Last but not least, wait, is that the last thing on here? Yeah, right. I thought. Also, Boston closes early. Everything closes early. Everything. Even food spots, okay? So if you're hungover and you just leave the club at 1, and I don't club. This is just for people who club. But if you leave the club at 1 and you want to go and get some good eats, your best bet is fucking Tasty Burger in Harvard because they're open till 4. And Tasty Burger is not bar. What you say?
Fenway closes at 3.
Fenway Tasty Burger closes at 3, but who the fuck wants Tasty Burger? I want a variety, okay? I want to be able to go to some vegan spot. I want to be able to fucking go over and get like some bomb burger joint or some beef something, brisket. I don't know. I want a variety though. In LA, there's a variety. It's a lifestyle. There's many different lifestyles. You got the artsy lifestyle. You got the business lifestyle. You got the celebrities over there. Like whatever. It's just different lifestyles. And in Boston, it's not like that. Everything closes early. Everything closes at 9 o'clock. Like if you're a clubber, 1. I can only imagine going to clubs. Like I've been to a club once in my life, and I was just like, no. The scene for me is obnoxious. The music is way too loud to even enjoy. I think if you go to a club, you gotta be like trashed, okay? I'm more of like bars. Like, bring me to a bar, let me get some good finger food, some good music, a game, and I'm living my best life. And now that they have hookah bars and stuff like that, I can do a hookah bar. You know, I don't always have to smoke hookah. I like hookah bar. I'd rather smoke weed, but I can do a nice little hookah bar with a nice little vibe, you know? And there's not even, I mean, there's some out here now in Brighton, but barely. Okay, so anyways, everything closes early. What else do I have on here? Oh, like I said, it's stagnant. They don't offer anything here. There's no opportunities to grow. There's no possibilities. There's no options. There's nothing. Also, I already said that Boston's casually racist and blatantly racist. You know, like, for example, I mean, like cops, right? Like Boston is just known to be a racist fucking Southie, the Boston Police Department, like they're racist. A lot of Caucasians are casually racist. They just do shit trying to be your friend, you know, and it makes me as a black woman, it just makes me personally, it makes me uncomfortable. It's like we're not friends, we're not cool, and we can be, right? Like I'm not what is it, prejudice toward white people, because white people can't be racist. Like race was built, like, you know, I can get into that, but whatever. But I can be prejudiced towards white people because of how I feel about my history or whatever. But I don't got no problems with y'all. Like, as long as y'all ain't got no problems with me, I ain't got no problems with y'all. But there are some white people that literally make it uncomfortable because they just try too much. They try too hard. Like, oh, what up, sister or brother? Or they comment on your hair. Or they just bring up conversations. Like, basically, they'll try to have a conversation with you, and the entire conversation will be about race and how they're not racist. And about racist people in their family. Like, I don't, like, for example, my goddaughter that I just showed you guys, her mom is white and black, and her dad is Cuban, rest his soul, my guy. But her mom is white and black, and she experiences racism from her white side of the family because she's half black. That's my girl. I don't give her no shit because she's half white. Her sister too, which is my original friend. Obviously, their sisters, they're white and black, but I don't give them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all my bitches. I ain't got no problems with y'all. And I can understand what they go through with their racist side of the family. Well, some people that are racist. Anyways, all that to say, y'all be trying too hard. And there's no reason to try that hard to be friends with black people. Like, don't be awkward. Don't be right. Don't be awkward. Don't make racist conversation, because that's a big no. Okay? I already said that people are judgy as hell. Oh my God, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. People here are fake woke. Okay? Like, everybody just wants to be woke. The Grand Rising shit, like, shut up. Good morning. The fuck? Anyways. Oh, no one's friendly, and the whole good morning thing, I said that already. Oh, and then, like, you must have it in. Like, need to know people. So I said that already. So that was the why I want to move category. So now I'm going to just say how and when I plan on moving. So, I'm leaving at the end of August. I'm in esthetician school right now. My last day is the 25th. And I'm leaving the following day. Playing no games, okay? I'm leaving on August 26th. I plan on leaving by myself. Me and Bentley, obviously, going on a whole road trip. I'm excited. I already mapped out my entire route. I already know what hotels I'm staying in. I planned that in advance. I already know what states I'm stopping in to sightsee. Like, obviously, like, my last stop is going to be the Grand Canyon because, like, Arizona and Nevada is right there, right before California. So, that's, like, one of the biggest places that I want to visit. So, yeah. So, that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm leaving at the end of August, and I'm going to take a road trip. Me and my dog. I'm thinking about recruiting my stepdad because he needs to get away. He literally just... He's so street. Like, he just wants to stay in Boston. And you know men, I feel like their biggest thing is, like, money and pride and blah, blah, blah. But I don't give a shit. I might recruit him, though. So stay tuned for the road trip video if he does or doesn't come with me. But for now, it's just going to be me and Bentley. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I drive all the time. I personally enjoy driving. I feel like driving in itself is, like, therapeutic. It's just everyone on the road that makes it difficult because people are just scared to drive and they drive like dickheads, and I just don't have the patience for it. And like I said, I'm an only child, right? So, like, I'm not shy to doing things on my own. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm Mrs. Make It Happen. Like, I'm not afraid to do anything on my own. I feel like I've been knew about this move my entire life. Like I said, I've always wanted to move to California. So this is something that I've always wanted to do. So I've had 28 years to prepare for it. But yeah, I'm not worried. I'm just gonna really only, to be honest, I'm really only gonna miss my mom and my godkids. No offense. I love you, but just come visit.
I plan on it, so I'm
Oh, okay.
taking offense to it.
I'm not, like, I'm really only gonna miss my mom and my godkids. Genuinely.
I'm not gonna miss that.
I mean, I blow my nose too. Like, right now, I just been kind of saving it in my sinuses. And then I'm gonna let it all rip. But yeah, I'm only gonna miss them too. But don't get me wrong, right? Like, I love people around me. Being an only child, I didn't grow up with siblings, so I love. My dad has a daughter, but like that shit, just, I feel like that doesn't count. She's like, I don't fucking know, how old is Jaylee? 13, and they live in South Carolina. Like, I don't see that, like, whatever. So I consider myself an only child, and my dad has a daughter. And so, like I said, I haven't grew up with siblings, right? Like, I love being around people, but when I want my own space, I want my own space, honey, okay? My mom will tell you, I grew up with a lot of cousins, but I will separate myself quick. Like, if I want to be by myself, they would, oh, can Amber come over? Or what's Amber doing? Can we come over? And my mom would always check with me like, hey, do you feel like going to your cousin's house? Do you want company? And I just straight up sometimes be like, no, I want to be by myself. So I don't have problems doing anything alone. I prefer to be alone. I prefer to do things alone. I mean, like, it'll be cool to have siblings or a twin or something like that, but it ain't the end of the world. I don't want to share my mom anyway. You know? And I'm not really dependent. I mean, it's not really my disposition to be. So, anyways, all that to say, I don't mind taking this road trip on my own. I'm wicked excited about it. It'll give me time to reflect. I really am working on getting back into knowing Amber again, because there's sometimes I see pictures and watch videos and I'm like, who is that girl? I have no idea who she is. So it'll be definitely cool to just tap into that, just reflecting and having time alone with myself. I just feel like you'll never truly succeed in life if you're always worried about being with people, hanging around people, doing stuff with people. You gotta just be independent and start a business by yourself. Like, I used to always watch the Glam Twins or like Chloe and Haley and be like, fuck, like, it'd be dope to just have that accountability partner or an extra person just for motivation. But I got this, okay? I've been had it, and I'm gonna continue to have it. I'm gonna continue to do it. You know, you're an individual. It doesn't matter. You were born in this world alone. You're gonna die in this world alone. Damn, it's kind of fucked up to say, but you were born alone. And I mean, you might die alone, or you might not. You might have somebody holding your hand when you take your last breath, but they ain't dying with you, basically, is what I was trying to say. So, yeah, that's how I'm moving and when I'm moving, and a little rant about me being able to do it by myself. So what I expect when I move there, I expect to meet some YouTubers, some influencers, other creatives. My stepdad's family lives out there. My auntie Jen, my abuelita. So I can't wait to see them. I love my abuelita. She is a riot. She's definitely going to be in a lot of my YouTube videos. So you guys stay tuned for that, because she is so fun. I met so many girls off YouTube because I was watching a lot of YouTube videos just to get prepared for my move. And I'm reached out to them. Why not? Like, I'm a personable person, and I'm just like, hey girl, what's up? And I plan on linking up with them. So once I get to LA though, I'm gonna make so many videos so you guys will see my fellow YouTubers in those videos. What else did I say? I keep saying I'm gonna try to stop saying So what's my next point on here? Oh, self-love. Like I said, like tapping back into getting to know Amber Monè, because I have no idea who Amber Monè was back then. I just want to expect being more just happy. I'm not happy here in Boston. I hate it here. Every day I wake up, I'm like, You know, I want to enjoy life. I don't want to endure it. I don't want to endure my days. I want to enjoy the fuck out of life. I don't want to have no self-doubt. Okay? I'm done feeling lost. I'm done enduring life. I'm done not being happy. I'm ready for blessings on blessings on blessings and more blessings. I'm ready to get back to my old self. I expect LA to push me in ways that I've never been pushed before. I want new ideas, new abilities, drop old habits, more motivated, better energy, happiness. Like, I'm at peace and I am naturally a happy person, but I just feel like I'm just stuck. Like not necessarily unhappy, but just stuck. And I want to feel elated. I'm not elated, you know? And I feel like being in LA, just the weather, okay? Weather, vitamin D, the sun does something to you, honey. Believe it or not, sun is a big factor and sun plays a big role. You know, well, not sun. Sun plays a big role. Not sun, but just nice weather, okay? And y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying because it's probably not the same in LA, but in Boston, oh my God. 60 degrees, it's like, is it 60-degree weather like I gotta wear a jacket, or 60-degree weather like we hitting the beach and we getting a bottle? Like, that's always the thing, like, oh, it's nice out. Who wants to link and get a bottle? Like, that's Boston. And it's like, no. You know what I mean? Like, LA is like always nice. It's always nice. So it's like, oh, it's nice out. Let's go to the beach and take some photos. Let's go to the beach and catch a vibe. Let's go to the beach and walk the strip. It's nice out. Let's go get some good food. It's nice out. Let's do something other than getting a bottle, okay? And sitting at the beach in the hot ass sun and getting drunk. When was that ever fun? I can't believe I used to do that. Sorry, Bentley. I scared Bentley by adjusting. He's so easily scared. He's such a punk. Yeah, so what did I say? All happens energy and happiness. Okay, we need better. Next thing, my interest, things that I'm interested in. Like, I'm not just interested in paint, modeling and acting and things like that. Like, I love to paint. Like, I love art. I can draw. I've always been a great drawer. Like, always been good at it. Painting, I'm good at painting. I just don't, like, damn, I wish I had some of my art still on the wall. I've already been packing, okay? I'm gonna give y'all a little tour. I'm gonna put a little video on my apartment right now, but it is empty, honey. And it is what's today? May 25th. Your girl is ready to go, okay? But I used to have paint, like, all my paintings all up on that wall over there. So I would have got up and grabbed one, but I love to paint. I love going to paint nights, paint and sip, smoking paint, like sipping paint, smoking paint, like whatever it is. I love it. It's so therapeutic and it's so fun and I'm good at it. And I just feel like I'll be able to explore all of my interests in LA because they have so many different opportunities and things to do when you're out there. I feel like I also, when I go out there, I expect to be more responsible. I mean, I'm already wicked responsible. Like, I'm an only child. I've been living on my own since 2013, 12. So I'm already responsible, but LA is definitely going to make me more responsible because I'm going to be in a whole nother state by myself. Without my mom, I'm going to miss her. But she's always going to be there for me no matter what. Like, my mom is my best friend. I can always count on her. I can literally text my mom right now, like, hey, Mom, I need $800. And she'll give it back. She'll give it to me, like, no problem. And then I'll give it back to her next week, next day. But it wouldn't be $800. Like, I'll give her $1,100 because she always looks out for me. So she's just always there for me. Doesn't matter. I can literally be in a bind. Like, I was in a bad car accident. I'm still going through a concussion. And I sometimes have my symptoms and I'll be wicked nauseous and I'm like, hey mom, like I need you to come get me. Like I really need to go to the hospital. Like I can't drive like this. And she'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna get you an Uber right now. Like stop what she's doing. And she's a therapist, she's always busy. Like stop what she's doing, no problem. Like it's not the same on the other side of town, but that's why I have my mom, because she rocks. So I'm definitely gonna miss her. But anyways, I expect to be more responsible and be held more accountable because I'm gonna be by myself. I also expect to be surrounded by real, genuine people. Real, genuine people, real energy, just, that's it. Also, diving deep into my craft. And that's just with me being personable person. I can't wait to get into like commercial acting, commercial modeling, get some headshots taken, do some auditions, maybe get back into singing because, I don't know, people usually say by my talking voice they can tell that I can sing, but get back into singing, get back into playing the piano, the acoustic guitar, like just exploring all of my interests because I can. I have opportunities to, you know? Here, there is none. What else? Oh, that's it for what I expect. What I'm most excited about is change. I love change. I crave it. I live for it. I'm not shy to change at all. I love new. I love different. I love adventure. I love change. Love. Okay? Change. I'm also excited about being in a bigger city. Like, Boston is so small. I just, like, girl, boy, beesh, ma, grandma, shorty, honey, whoever's watching this video. Boston is small. Okay? Way too small. I'm excited about being in a bigger city. I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to just vibe with vibe-ish people. I'm excited to be around other energies, dope, genuine, natural, positive energies, different energies, exotic energies, eccentric energies. Like, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to try new foods. I heard there's so many vegan spots in LA, and I would love to be vegan, but I spent 28 years eating meat, so like I don't know if I can give up like Chick-fil-A and steak and cheeses. Like I don't know how I feel about cauliflower fucking french fries. I don't like cauliflower as is, so I don't know how I feel about that. Jackfruit, that's like a big thing now. People are fucking substituting it for like buffalo chicken. Like, what? I'm open to try it, but I'm nervous. The only reason why I say that, like, because I would love to be vegan only because I love animals. And when I see, like, those videos of, like, the fucking cows and pigs actually crying just from standing in line to be slaughtered, it breaks my heart. So I want to try to be vegan, but we'll see when I go out there. I might try a vegan burger or something, but we'll see. Stay tuned for Amber's fucking vegan extravaganza. I'm going to do, like, one video of me trying, like, a bunch of different vegan restaurants. That should be very interesting because I am a foodie. All right, also I'm excited about routine, exercising. Like, okay, I exercise now, but I just feel like being in that environment is just gonna give me like a boost. Like, I'm gonna go to the cycling center, and I'm gonna do this every Tuesday on this day. Like, I don't know, it's gonna put more of a battery in my back. I'm also excited for adventures and exploring. Like I said, putting myself out there. I'm already not shy to new things. Like I said, I love change, but just putting myself out there more and doing that type of thing. And lastly, yeah, this is the last thing. Lastly, I feel like what I'm going to learn from this is, I don't know, because things that I have on here, I already do. Like, just go for it. Like, I'm not shy to just doing stuff. Like, I love to just go, and like do new things. So I think what I'm going to learn from this is, these are things that I like already do, but just what's going to be enhanced, right? Like once I move. So I'm going to learn about like how impulsive I am, I feel like, because I'm going to be in a new state. So I'm going to learn about how impulsive I am, like how much I just go and do things, go for it. I'm going to learn more about gratitude. Like I show gratitude like every day. Like right now, like I have my own apartment. I was roommating for a while, even with my best friend, but like it's nothing like having your own space. I have a Jeep finally. I've had Shirley for 2 years now, but I've always had like small little black cars because I just thought it was cute. But now I have a white Jeep and it's cuter. Always wanted a Jeep, so I always show gratitude and thank God for the things I have now because this is stuff that I've prayed for. Definitely gonna learn more about using my time wisely because I'm gonna be in another state and I have so many things that I want to do. So I'm gonna have to schedule, do a routine, plan. I mean, like I do all that now, but it's gonna be like crucial being in LA. Keeping a lot of things to myself because especially if I'm getting into acting and modeling, I'm gonna definitely have to learn to like keep things to myself and just let things speak for itself because I love sharing good news and exciting things with my friends and family. So I'm definitely gonna have to learn about keeping things to myself. And being in LA, I'm gonna have to learn to worry about myself a lot. Because now, like in my friend group, well, not really group, I just know a lot of people, but within my friends, I am like the giver. I'm the giver. I'm the one that everybody comes to for advice. I'm the one that everyone comes to for somewhere to stay. I'm just the one. And I feel like in LA, I'm definitely going to be able to learn how to just worry about myself and not take care of everybody and just worry about my one child, which is my dog, Mr. Bentley, but I call him Mr. because he's the cutest Mr. And last but not least, I'm going to learn to just focus on myself and my goals. I'm such a giver and I'm always putting myself aside to do and care and just be there for other people. And fuck that. Okay? We're not doing that no more, okay? It's 2021. Well, it's going to be 2022. But 2021 is about self-love, and we're doing for Amber, okay? We're loving and we're doing for Amber. So, that's my video. That's my first video for the LA series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned because the next video would be... is going to be a get ready with me. Well, actually pack with me because I'm going to be packing for LA because I'm leaving next week to go look at some apartments. That's going to be the next video. And then after that, I'm going to do an apartment hunting video. And then after that, it's probably going to be the road trip video to LA with me and Bentley. And then we're just going to have a good time. So stay tuned for my LA series, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Love you mucho. Comment, like, subscribe below. And that's about it. I'll see you in my next one.